Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to the shop. My name's Kyle. Today on Parts for Projects, we're back working on project 2001 Yamaha Superjet. This episode we're going to be addressing the faded finish on the handle pull assembly. We're also going to be reinstalling most parts back into the ski. Now last episode I left off by saying we'd be painting both the handle pull and hood assemblies. I've since changed my mind on that. I'll explain those details here shortly. As always, if you guys like all things power sports, please consider hitting that subscribe button, dropping a comment, and leaving a thumbs up. With that all being said, I want to thank you for watching. Let's get right into today's projects. All right, so I want to quickly try to explain why I'm going to be trying to save the gel coat finish on the handle pull instead of painting it like I originally had said. Now, there's a faded spot here. That's obviously one reason why you think you would have to repaint this, but the main reason I thought I would have to end up repainting this handle pull is this seam here. So Yamaha built these handle pulls in two pieces and joined them together around some flotation foam. Now, we're keeping this thing stock looking. I want this thing to look like a 2001 Yamaha Superjet, like I did it from the factory for now. And they had a graphic alongside here that says Wave Runner, and when I removed that, it exposed this seam here. Now, that's the reason I thought I would have to repaint this handle pull. I tried to order new NOS graphics from Yamaha. I found the part number, and they were no longer available. That left me nothing but aftermarket options. Now, I had a really difficult time finding a company that made 2001 Yamaha Superjet graphics. I did succeed, and we'll be talking more about them in the next episode. But when I ordered the kit, I did not suspect them to be including that blue background. I just figured it'd say Wave Runner, it'd be a decal there. So I figured ended up painting this to cover that seam. Much to my surprise, the graphics came with the blue background. So, if we can save the gel coat finish on this handle pull, we will be gaining multiple things. Number one, it'll be the factory blue gel coat. It'll be a perfect color match. Number two, it'll be more durable than paint. And number three, I won't have to paint this. So I'm really excited to see if we could save the finish on this. Now, I'm not gonna do a full walkthrough tutorial how to do this. I did that in part 2, so I'll leave a timestamp here and a link to part 2 so you can go check that out. So we're gonna strap on a GoPro and we're gonna get right to work on this handle pull and hopefully save this finish. We definitely made the right decision reviving the existing finish on this handle pull. It turned out awesome. Now there is a few minor stress cracks right up here on top. Nothing we get too excited about. They're pretty hard to notice. Now the beauty of getting this handle pull finished is the fact that we can now go ahead and completely reinstall all the parts back into the ski. So that should give us a completed ski, other than the fact that we still need to paint the hood assembly next episode, which is an easy on and off part. And then we're also going to save the new graphic installation for next episode as well. Now, I did buy a host of new Oem Yamaha parts and a few aftermarket ones, so we're gonna go ahead and check them out real quick before we start putting this thing right back together. So we picked up several new parts. They're mainly Oem Yamaha and they're mainly cosmetic items. Now, I got all the new black trim pieces here. They were pretty reasonable price, so I just went ahead and got new. Now, the old ones could have been attempted to be saved with a heat gun or some black spray paint, But like I said, these new ones were pretty affordable, so I just went ahead and bought them. Now, I was a little disappointed that this dash piece didn't come with the warning labels. It's just little details like that I like to see on a project that really make it look nice. So we'll be ordering them up. And then we also picked up several hardware items, like these factory zip ties that hold the cables to the exhaust tubing. And then we also picked up the correct rivets for the trim pieces as well as the screws. And to top off the project, we even got a new factory logo for the front of the machine. Now, the coolest OEM part I picked up is this front nose piece. So this is a pretty spendy piece here in the US, and I really didn't see any hope in saving this original. So I almost ordered one from the US, but I always check eBay. So I ran the part number through eBay, and I found one in Japan for half the price of what they cost here in the United States. I was pretty skeptical about ordering from Japan, especially in these times, but I went ahead and did it. This thing showed up within 2 weeks, and it was really well packaged. It was pretty cool. It came wrapped in Japanese newspaper. So this is going to make a huge difference on this machine. So that's going to be a really nice piece. Now, for aftermarket stuff, I didn't go too crazy here. Like I said, we're trying to keep an OEM appearance for now. So we went with an OEM style hood seal kit from Wattcon.com. Now, this is the style that goes in the groove around the hood opening. I do realize they make a new style that clamps to the bottom side of the hood, but since we're going to be painting the hood assembly, I didn't want to clamp anything to the fresh paint. So we're going to try that for now. If we have issues with that, we'll go to a different style. Also picked up a Blosian heavy-duty handle pull spring. Now, this is also not going to change the appearance in any way from the factory, but it's going to give us a lighter feel for the handle pull. It's going to make the ride more enjoyable, so we might as well stick one of these in while we got the handle pull off. And then I also bought some things from Riva Racing, like this OEM fuel filter. I'm sure this machine's never had a new one before. Also picked up a black anodized billet aluminum front eyelet for the front of the machine and a toe strap. Now, these two items might not be going on right away just due to appearance reasons. The last thing I picked up is an OEM service manual for this thing. So no matter what it is you're working on, I always recommend you buy a OEM service manual. This one was purchased from Riva Racing. You can get them from multiple places. Now, this is going to ensure we put this thing back together correctly, whether it's a cable routing, electrical routing, or just a torque spec. So this is going to be a really helpful resource and ensure we get this thing put back together correctly. So with all these cool parts, let's go ahead and start sticking this thing right back together. So that's going to be a wrap for this episode. We officially got the ski all put back together. Now this thing should be a running unit with the addition of a battery and some premix. You can really start to see the progress we've made on this thing. There's no longer any faded gel coat, nor is there a nasty grimy engine bay. So we got plenty of work for next episode though. We're going to be painting that hood assembly as well as installing a new graphic kit. So I hope you'll be joining us. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button, dropping a comment, and leaving a thumbs up. Remember, riches half the fun. I want to thank you for watching. We'll catch you next time.